The first time I picked up a Sandevastan, it changed the way I see Cyberpunk and gaming as a whole forever. When you can slow time and leap around with your arm blades like the xenomorph on crack, that's how you know you've got something special on your hands. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the ins and outs of the Sandevastan, but also how it's not just a cool ability, but the ways in which it completely changes how you approach every fight. I want people to see just how fun the Sandevastan is, and how it represents something greater happening in gaming. Towards the end of this video, I'm going to share the best thing you can do with the Sandy, so stick around for that. Using the Sandevastan in Cyberpunk consists of pressing a button, slowing time, and aggressively rushing down people, shooting them, or even using it to get away from more dangerous enemies. It's present in a variety of builds, from crit damage to melee builds, and that's simply a byproduct of the freedom that the developers entrust into the hands of the player. One time, I was talking to Diddy, and instead of hearing him out on how the island is actually really cool, I just activated my Sandevastan and swiftly introduced him and his son to my gorilla arms. It was completely safe too, as I literally ninja'd my way into their room, swiftly sneaking past every guard using my Sandevastan and reinforced tendons to double jump up to them. But this gig could go 1,000 different ways, and probably 100 ways with just the Sandevastan alone. In my opinion, it's not just some bland time-slowing ability, it's more of a freedom enabler. Can't sneak past the guards in time? That's cool, just slow time and do it. Can't take 3 guys at once? Just slow time and do it. Wanna sneak your choom out of a pickle? Just use the Sandy, bro. There's a wide variety of different Sandys you can get from various Ripperdocs, but the best ones are all of them. They all have unique circumstances where they are the best Sandy to get the job done. It's all about empowering the player having fun, and what the player feels. And by the way, this video won't just be praise. There are some things I dislike about the Sandy, but we'll get into that a bit later. Join my Discord. The reason the Sandy is held in such high regard is because of just how much slop is present in contemporary AAA games. For every Sandevastan with its uniqueness and freedom-enabling gameplay loop, there's a dozen other games with a bland upgrade that gives you a silly % stat buff and nothing else of serious note. For example, a game which I love a lot and have beat 3 different times has 4 different tools you can unlock throughout the game that aid you in battles. If you're in the harder difficulties, you're seriously going to need them too. You know what they are? A kunai you throw for a stun, a sticky bomb you throw for a stun, a smoke bomb that stuns around you, and a black powder bomb you throw for a stun, but doesn't stick. Bits and bobs from assorted games like this are why gaming is on a decline, where Cyberpunk has a Sandevastan that slows time, a Berserk that gives you a rage mode, a Cyber deck that completely changes every encounter, and a Chrome compressor for... Other games have a plethora of items with gutted potential, most likely due to the mindset of complacency and safety being the profit maker at the top of the AAA market. Go into the comments and tell me your favorite game. I guarantee most of them won't be AAA, and if they are, they'd be a good AAA game like Cyberpunk that put passion first and tried to enable freedom in the player. I'll put my favorite down too. Let's bring some more comparisons for the sake of addressing what needs to occur for positive change. Take something like Sifu. I've got 100+ hours in the game and I absolutely love it, but even there, it plays it a bit safe. There's a focus meter that could have been an insanely fun system, but instead, it's basically just press button to get a free hit, press X to win. Compare that to the Sandevastan. It doesn't just give you a win button, it gives you a window to express yourself, a lens into what it's like to feel like you, the player. It's freedom incarnate, and it's gaming done right. You still have to move and think and execute what you actually want to do, but it just lets you do that in a way that feels distinctly you. Same thing with Far Cry. Far Cry 3 was special, and then 4, 5, and 6 just became the exact same game. Same outposts, same system, same bandits, same everything. It's not that these games are bad, it's that they're so close to being great, but they just refuse to take that last step. And that's what I want to leave you with by the end of this video. At the end of the day, the reason the Sandevastan matters so much isn't just because it's cool or flashy or lets you turn into some roid-raging chrome junkie for 10 seconds. It matters because it proves something that most modern AAA games are terrified to admit, and that's that fun works, fun gets money, and fun is what we need. Not safe fun, not 10% damage fun, not press X to win fun. I'm talking about real, player first, passionately implemented, freedom-driven fun. Because when you use something like the Sandevastan in Cyberpunk 2077, it's not only 10% damage and crit chance, it's opportunities, it's new approaches, and a pathway to the fun that most AAA games refuse to implement. Now, they don't refuse to implement it because the developers suck or because the games don't care. They refuse to implement it because somewhere along the line of the higher-ups, passion gets squished so that a game can self-cannibalize its own mechanics in order to put reduced player friction and profits first, when they refuse to realize that those profits will never come unless they embrace the passion present in Cyberpunk, in the Sandevastan, and in so many other games. The Sandevastan converts every single encounter from how do I beat this into a how do I want to go about beating this. And once you experience that kind of freedom in gaming, it's really hard to go back to other games. And yes, I'm aware, gaming isn't dying, I am hyperbolic, and the industry is bigger than ever. People are still having fun, that's all true. But that's not the point. The point is that it could be so much more. Think about every experience you've been robbed of, everything you've missed out on. Gaming can always be like that, and Cyberpunk, for all its flaws, proves it. And that niche Sandevastan tip I was bringing up before. Thanks for watching my video. If you support that message, subscribe, like, comment, and join my Discord. Goodbye.